A roofing contractor in Redbud, Illinois is calling out a competitor, alleging they're not properly licensed. Illinois law
So self-policing story here.
requires roofing contractors get licensed with the state. Contact 2's Mike Colombo investigates.
Make sure you do your homework before you hire a...
He does look like a roofing contractor with a 30 years experience.
Ed Kopinski owns 5-Star Roofing and Exteriors in Redbud, Illinois. He says he was doing his own homework on a competitor when he noticed something.
There's no...
Focus on your stuff, not on your competition, blah, blah, blah. We'll all say it, but we also all do see what others are doing. And usually we do like good competition, but it does bother us when someone is have unfair advantage and someone does something illegal. And I think that's what's happening here. Let's see what he has to say.
No existing company under that name in the state licensed. And that being licensed is a huge thing.
He's referring to Hess Roofing. When the company's signs started popping up around the area, Ed says he got suspicious.
I mean, we know of a Roger Hess construction, but we never knew it was a Hess Roofing. And that's what drew the red flag.
The construction company decided to go in the roofing business and probably did not file for a roofing license yet. Let's see what happens here.
To us.
The Illinois Roofing Industry Licensing Act says you must be licensed with the state to be a roofing contractor. We use the license lookup tool on the Illinois Department of Financial and Professional Regulation website, and there is no record of Hess Roofing having a state license.
You can check your roofer in most states. We have it here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We have them in many states, but also states like Texas, and there's a lot of little states in the Midwest don't have requirement for licensing. So not every state requires a roofer to be licensed, but I think the licensing is a great thing, great accountability tool for us, our continuing education.
License.
The licensing is very important. It's not an easy thing to obtain. I mean,
here's my question to you guys. I know a lot of contractors who obtain roofing licenses, but they did not do it themselves. They asked their wives, their daughters, especially if they're immigrants, their English is not first language. Very common thing. Comment below if you know someone who asked his wife or daughter or family member to pass a license for him.
We're proud of that, to have that license, and that we can prove that we are a legitimate company in the state of Illinois.
The law also states licensed roofing contractors shall affix the roofing contractor license number and the licensee's name as it appears on the license to all contracts and bids. We did not.
It's actually a very, very big problem here in Minnesota. They will come after you. They will fine you like big numbers, $10,000, $20,000, even if you have a license, but you don't have it in the yard sign. It's a big violation. You have to have it in business cards and so on. I'm also a licensed contractor in Florida, one of the hardest licenses to get. You have to pass 2 tests, 6.5-hour business test and 4.5-hour roofing test. Pretty brutal test, I have to say.
See a license number posted on the Hess Roofing signs we photographed earlier this month. Ed Kopinski says he filed a complaint against Hess Roofing to state officials.
The only reason I come forward like this, it may be a repercussion to me as being a roofing contractor, and I'm not trying to take their work. If it said any of the local contractors, roofing contractors in our area, if their signs are sitting there, they legitimately sold that job, and they legitimately are going to do that job, and they're going to do a good job for them. I'm here to protect the homeowners. I'm here to protect people and to do the things the right way.
Profits.
As a contractor. That's what we're here for.
I spoke with Hess Roofing owner Roger Hess.
Let's see what they have to say.
He says he's passed his state roofing test
like
and sent this picture of the test results.
Colombo.
He tells me he's filed his license application with the state and hopes to have it in the next few weeks. While he waits for his license, Hess says he's not breaking the law because he's hiring state-licensed subcontractors to complete the roofing jobs he's landed. According to the statute.
Actually, he's not wrong. So if he's a contractor, and earlier you could hear him describing the contractor Hess. So he is general contractor. So he created marketing name Hess Roofing, and now he's hiring subcontractors to do the work. So he's not in the wrong, but he's advertising and he's not having his license on the yard sign. So that's different violation, but he's not wrong. I like the fact that at least he's talking to the news, because oftentimes con artists, people who are not honest, they're running away from negative publicity. They're not going to do it. But in this case, he's like, you know what? My competition is calling me out. By the way, That's one thing why you have to do what you have to do, because sooner or later, if you're cutting corners, and licensing, not getting licensed is one of those things that cutting corners. Why wouldn't you want to be licensed contractor if there's a regulation? Do you want to be the best of the best? Do you want to tell your homeowner that you follow all the rules? Go get a freaking license. If not, you're risking this type of situation. But kudos to Haas Roofing or Haas Construction for at least passing the test and hiring licensed subs.
Sellers of roofing services may subcontract the provision of those roofing services only to roofing contractors licensed under this act. Regarding his signs, he says a state investigator told him he could write his subcontractor's name and license number on them to satisfy the law, something he tells us he's now doing. We've contacted the state about this situation, and we'll provide an update when we get one. Mike Colombo, Fox 2 News.
First of all, I'm curious what you guys think about roofers reporting roofers, but also, is Haas Roofing in the wrong here, or we're giving a pass? Comment below.